The final episode is here. A winner has been crowned. Welcome to the Best Bet Show. My name is Kiprios.
And my name is Jimmy the Bag. The most exciting season, the most exciting finish. It all happened here on Friday. Noli knows with a big lead, makes a huge bet. Other cappers in the contest make their Hail Marys to win it all. It was so exciting, and I can't wait to talk about it.
As you know, we gave 5 handicappers $1,000 each. We wanted to find out who the best bettor was. So 25% of their bankroll had to go across 5 bets every week. There was no maximum, just a little minimum. But did our winner, our champion, did they go minimum? Did they go big? You're going to have to wait and see, Jimmy.
Ooh, was it exciting? I can't believe how close it came. But first, as this is our final episode of season 3 where we crown a champion, it is now time for the most important night in all of sports gambling. We welcome you to the Best Bet Award.
Let's go. And now, the most magical night in all of competitive sports betting. That is correct. We are here for the Best Bet Awards. I'm here with my host, Jimmy the Bag. I am Kiprios. We'll be wrapping up this year, and we'll be handing out some hardware. Without further ado, let's get into the first award. We're going to go with Best Bettribution of the season. The Best Bettribution, Best Bet Award goes to... Thank you very much. I'll be calling you later. Bano with this freestyle rap, yes!
COVID tried to kill me. My picks just might. I don't have no spite. We can do better. We can get this shit turned around. We're going to do it and get these things turned to the ground. We're going to raise it on up right to the rafters. We're going to get the picks turned around. We're going to get right to the top of the mountain on best bet time because that's the way we do it. It's time to get prime.
The Best Bet Award, the first one goes to Bobano with his amazing, not so amazing, but his freestyle rap. Jimmy, take it away.
The next award goes for the capper with the highest winning percentage in season 3 of Best Bet. The envelope, please. Oh, you have a little, so, is that blood? Joe Madden! Joe Madden, congratulations. Consistent throughout this entire contest. 23-15, 60.5%. Joe Madden wins the award for the highest winning percentage.
Wow, the stars and starlets are out tonight, Jimmy. All right, now this is the big one. This is the moment that you've been waiting for. It is the biggest bet of the year. Who will it be? Drum roll, please. And the biggest bet goes. Just give me that. Just give it to me. The biggest bet. The bet award that you've been waiting for goes to Noli knows. $2,200. Oh my goodness. On a 7.5 under. Noli. Now, Jimmy, the biggest award is coming up. Take it away.
The moment we have all been waiting for. The winner of season 3 of Best Bet, $4,000 richer, is the one and only Long Beach, California's own Noli knows.
Let's go, Noli! The biggest award of the evening has been dished out, and here he is, season 3's best bettor, Noli knows. How does it feel to be champion, my friend?
Oh man, it feels amazing. You know, it was a great run, great cappers involved in the contest. So ultimately to come out with the prize, it definitely feels great.
Noli, you made 3 huge bets. One each week, weeks 6, 7, and 8, they all cashed. It all culminated to a $2,200 bet on the under 7.5 in the Cubs Brewers. It was 2-1 going into the bottom of the ninth inning. I'd like to ask you a couple questions about this game. First off, where are you watching it and with who are you watching it?
I ended up watching this game all alone. I couldn't take it. I was with some friends earlier in the day, and I was like, I'm heading home. My mom actually took the kids to the football game, the local football game. So I was all alone stressing this out, man.
So it's 2-1. It's the bottom of the ninth inning. And there's one place where unders go to die. Extra innings. Talk to me about what your thought process was when Rockin' Rowdy Tellez hits a home run in the bottom of the ninth to tie the game up to 2, to send it to extra innings.
Well, initially, so he smacks it, right? But there's nobody out. So when he smacks that, I'm still like, okay, let's avoid these extra innings. Let's get this run. And they end up even getting runners on first and second, nobody out. And don't even advance the runners with their 3 outs. It was heartbreaking. And initially, like you say, start leaking, because this is like the worst rule to me in all of sports when you're putting a runner on second base. I'm a big MLB guy. I love all sports, but I'm a big MLB guy. And this is the only sport that you earn everything. Nothing is given to you. Nothing at all is given to you. There's no 1 yard line BS. There's no free kicks. Nothing is given. Everything is earned. And to give a runner on second base, it's the worst thing in all the sports. That's the worst rule. So I felt like this rule is going to sit here and laugh at me today because I hate it so much.
Well, let's just walk past what happened next. So it's 2-2. And then in the 10th inning, Happ hits his second 2-run home run of the game. And again, there's none out. So fast forward to them getting out of the inning. The Brewers get a run in the bottom of the 10th. There's loaded bases. There's 1 out. Have you been in a similar situation like this with multiple $1,000s on the line, and at this point it's likely to go against you? I mean, I would love to have seen the probability at that point, but talk to us about your feelings. And bottom of the 10th, loaded bases, they need 1 run scores, and you lose. You don't lose $4,000, but you don't win it. What were your thoughts then?
Well, I mean, initially, like you mentioned, like, have I been here before? And yeah, I have, and that's the thing. That's initially why I even made the bet. I sat here that morning and I thought about that. So I've been here before. I made a $2,000 bet before, just a couple of weeks ago in Vegas. I made a couple of them. And so I've been here before and I've done it before. So it kind of calmed me at first to making the bet. But once it's on the line, that's a whole nother story. You start doubting yourself. I should have went first 5. I should have did this. I should have did that. A whole lot of pacing, being in that predicament is tough. It was brutal. I knew I was in trouble when I saw the youngster come in. The youngster's been up and down from the minor leagues, like not a proven guy at all. And then he still had the runner on second. That was the lucky thing. We had that 1 run to still give up. And so giving up that 1 run, okay, we're still in it. But then you see again, Rowdy Tellez coming up to bat before to load the bases, even a 3-2 count, fouled off a pitch, then to get walked. Honestly, when he got walked, I felt relief. And then I'm looking at who's coming up. Oh, all right, they're putting in Jace Peterson. I was like, okay, we got a shot at a double play. We got a shot. That's exactly why I start pacing around like this can happen. This can happen. And then the ground ball, I knew it was it. That's it. And I even have the play still recorded on my phone. Watched it just so I could have the emotions raw here, fresh for you.
Noli, I was watching that. I was cheering for you. At the time that you were watching this game, with the $4,000 on the line, were you aware of Cabby's bet? Were you aware what was going on? And did you know that he had enough smoke on that bet to have won this competition? Like, did that factor in? Were you watching his game as well? Because you had, so for those who aren't paying attention, Noli had under 7.5 in this Cubby game. Cabby had a parlay that Manny Machado needed over 2 hits, runs, or RBIs, over 2.5. And that game went, and he had a hit and a run, and he was due to come back up. Were you paying attention to this at all?
Yeah, it's even worse than what you even think, because in his second at bat, when he got his base hit, Jerickson Profar was on second base and he got thrown out at the plate. So an error throw, a bad throw there, a bobbled ball in the outfield, and I lose that, no doubt. Yeah, I was very well aware of that. But when that happened, I felt like that was it. That was his only hit that he was going to get. Manny Machado, as of late, up to that point, was cold. And from that point, that was it for him seeing a left-handed pitcher as well. Right-handed pitchers coming in out of the pen. And but still, there was 2 spots. He comes up with bases loaded with less than 2 outs. And that's a tough predicament. You know, a lot of ways out of that. Pass ball, well, not necessarily a pass ball, but a hit by pitch, a double play that doesn't get turns into a fielder's choice. Batter gets an RBI, which I hate that rule as well. But there's a lot of different things that could have happened in the multiple at-bats, and he just didn't get it done. And even that last at-bat, like you mentioned, it would have been against a position player, not even against a pitcher. It would have been against the third Dozier. It was Dozier that was in there. So he maybe gets a hit. It's not guaranteed, you know, but yeah, I was definitely aware of it.
But he didn't even come up for his last at-bat. Machado, they pinched him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, they pinch hit. Actually, a rookie made his MLB debut and popped out to right. Yeah.
But, you know, I can only imagine what Cabby was thinking, because this was the most exciting 20 minutes his competition has ever had. And Jimmy and I were text messaging back and forth in awe. And we were like, this should be the show. We should have gone live and been streaming it and been able to get reactions, because we're telling you about it now. And it happened on Friday night, but it was $4,000, and that's a lot of money. And it came down at the same time. And then Machado doesn't even come out. With the money, though, I'm so happy. Like, you won it. You earned it. The way that you bet and your strategy was incredible. Your heat down the line for week 6, 7, and then 8 to nut up and put $2,200 on your spot is incredible. It was beautiful to see. I want to know if you've got plans for this 4,000. Is there anything special that you want to do for your family, or are you just gonna keep rolling with this money? What you got earmarked anything?
Not right now, not yet. But my lady's birthday is coming up, so maybe plan on doing something special for her. Maybe splurge a little bit more. But we've been riding hot, you know, so I don't want to get too high on it. You know, I still got a lot of baseball left, and so I'm still grinding every day, you know. So this the grind and wagering, I'll probably have another 2,000 on the line here coming up shortly. So it doesn't end for me.
You know, Noli, I remember before week 6 came, and you were, languishing in third, quite a ways back, almost $1,000 back from first, and you were dealing with a project with your job that was frustrating. You were frustrated, and it was, I could see it affecting you. And then what you did, I think it's important for other handicappers and even just sports lovers. But what you did was you had friends whom I know, who are our friends, going to Vegas for a trip. And you thought, you know what? I have to go to Vegas and get out of this rut. Do you think you win this contest if you don't go to Vegas, succeed with those big bets, heat up, start feeling better about everything in life? Do you think it was deciding to pick up, and you know what, I'm just going to go meet my friends in Vegas? Do you think that was the turning point for everything here in the last month?
I mean, it's very possible, I look, 2 weeks were real rough for me. A lot of distractions, and that can happen in gambling,
Mm-hmm.
And So 2 weeks were really rough. The third week, I thought I was doing well, and I still got cracked, But then finally, like you did mention, there are some games that I circled, and that was also another big reason that I was like, you know what, I got to get out there with these guys. The project, like we mentioned, lasted longer than I wanted, but I was able to get out there with them for a few days, and I started betting and feeling back to normal a bit and doing what I do, hammering the board and hammering it live and feeling more comfortable in what I do. But then I also put in perspective, I was over there, smacking the books, $500 to $1,000 a play. And then I come back here in this contest and I'm betting $60 a play. It's not what I do. I don't bet across 5 different plays and I don't bet a lot of different plays. I'll try to focus on 1 or 2 main ones, go heavier on those, and then bet live. And so that's the way I tried to attack it. I tried to attack it like how I normally do. And I said, I gotta go for it as well. I was down. I had to make a comeback before the last few weeks. I was like, if I still lose that first 500, which, we go back to that week, that game also got to 7, almost went over as well. So that first week I lose that, I'm pretty much out of the contest. But if I don't risk it, you can't win. And I had to go for it, And I almost didn't go enough, If I go 2,300, I don't got to worry about cap. But I went 2,200 for some reason and put myself in jeopardy.
Were you surprised when you saw the other bets? Because you knew what you were doing, and that's the beauty about this competition is the 5 cappers have no idea how much money they're going to bet. You have to pick a number in your head, target that number, and think if that's going to be enough. Were you surprised that Cabby had come that heavy in on one move, and that one move could have won it for him? Were you surprised?
No, when I watched the show to see the bets, that was the only bet that concerned me out of all of them. I knew that Hunter was going to try to parlay. I knew he was going to try to parlay and try to get it, go for it. Hearing some of his comments and whatnot, he was trying to go for 3K. And then Joe Madden, she got to let it be known that she thought I was going to lose. So she wasn't going to go big, so which is fine. I don't knock it, but she did reveal that, and then, Babano seems to be in a different contest. I don't know, but he just seems to be playing a different contest alone, but he just never seemed to attack it, but if we all lose, I guess he wins, but I don't know. I didn't understand, but I felt like me personally, I felt I could have gone a safer route, that everybody was going to go for it. And it was that it was going to be hard to try to catch up. I still had a $700 lead, but then I thought, I was like, I'm not going to just sit here and let people just take it. I'm going to bet and I'm going to do what I do. And so I sat here and I came in my little dungeon that I have right here and I went to work, and that was the play.
So exciting. What an incredible final episode, final day of action. It was just unbelievable. A worthy champion in front of you right now, the season 3 winner, $4,000 richer, Long Beach, California's Noli knows. You're a class act. And I was telling Kip that I felt sick watching that. I did. I felt sick. And I don't feel like I haven't felt sick about my own action, which is probably a good thing, in like 4 years, but I felt sick. I had a feeling in my stomach. I didn't like it. I didn't like thinking that this could go into extras, thinking that it could all, even though the capping was on point, that you could lose this. And then, watching this Machado thing go down, watch him get pulled. I don't know. It was a weird feeling. I didn't like it. I was like squirming around, and but when it's all said and done, you got the cash, and what a sweat. Leave it to the gambling gods to always make you sweat it out. I think that has to be a legendary sweat. I think that will go down. That has to go down with top 5 sweats of your gambling career. Hopefully it's not, because that would mean that you're now betting 10 to 20. I want your unit size to go up, Noli. So hopefully this isn't a top 5 sweat, but you were a class act. Thank you for everything. Thank you for all the skill and fun that you brought to Best Bet Season 3. We were very lucky to have you, and congratulations.
underachiever, Noli knows, the man, the myth. Thank you so much, brother. You deserved it. You crushed it. You are this season's best bettor.
Oh, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you for even having me and giving me this opportunity. You guys were great. And shout out to all the other contestants that putting their name on the line every week in and week out, so it's a lot to put out there, a lot of pressure, but shout out to everybody. And it was a great time. And thanks again.
Our season 3 champion, Noli knows. What a worthy winner. And it is great to see the cash going in his direction. What an exciting season and what a wild final week. Let's take a look at the week that was, how we got to this unbelievable situation where we had 2 cappers going toe-to-toe down to the final out to see who won the $4,000. Let's take a look at the week 8 standings, Kip.
Well, your man Cabby goes 4-1, but he missed on that massive big one, which would have won him the competition. So he was down $1,410.89.
I think he needs props for what a spectacular bet that was. And look, I know you're like, how's it spectacular? It didn't win. He put himself in a position where it didn't matter what anybody else did. He could win best bet with one bet, and that is extremely impressive, and he deserved a better fate. Can you imagine? The Padres scored 13 runs, and Machado just needs over 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, and he stalls at 2. And he got 2 after 2 innings. Unbelievable, Cab. Very, very, very close, my man. Let's take a look at the other players on our week 8 list. Hunter went for big scores. He went for parlays. They didn't come through. It was always one spot that held him back. 0-5, down 12-16.95. Babano, again, 3-2, a good week. Missed out on that New Mexico State bet by a solitary point, which is too bad. But I wished he had kind of put something together to allow himself the opportunity to win. And then Joe Madden was so consistent, and I like the strategy she had. She had a strategy where if the Noli lost his giant bet, then she would win. And that gave her an opportunity to win. And that's all you can ask for in the final week. And there he is on top, Kip. Noli knows.
Noli knows, the underachiever. Yeah, that one bet for $2,200 netted him $1,765.57. Just to give you an idea, let's bring up the leaderboard here. You see that Noli is finishing with $4,151.07. All right, so they started with $1,000. We topped them up, but it's $1,500 turning into that. Just for context, Bridget in season 1 finished with $2,152.40. So right now, looking at that overall leaderboard, it is stupendous what he had done. It's remarkable. What a season. Honestly, Jimmy, you brought in 5 guys and they were incredible. I had so much fun. As always, working with you is such an honor. And the good folks at Gaming Today for having us. Everybody that worked on the Best Bet show. These 5 incredible cappers, getting to know them a little bit better and learning from them was honestly a great experience for me. And it's nothing but love over here. I'm signing all the way up and out.
Yeah, what a final group we had here. The action was so exciting. We thank all of our players: Noli knows, Joe Madden, Dabby Cab, Hunter Engelhart, Babano, Gaming Today, and Kip. I love working with you day in and day out. It is so much fun. And what a season this was. A huge winning season from our 5 players. And the most important thing to us, though, is that you guys, our fans, friends, viewers, we want you to go out there and get that cash. Go out there, beat the books, get paid in full.
That's right. And shout out to our producer, Colin Locke, who helped us every single episode. Beat the books, get the bag, baby.